This is Brenda Rose, and I'm bringing to you the presentation, Breaking Through the Myths, Educating Hispanic Students. Myth number 1 is that everyone who speaks Spanish is Hispanic. In fact, not everyone who speaks Spanish is Hispanic, and all Hispanics are not necessarily Spanish speakers. It's important that we get to know the people individually instead of just assuming something based on the group. The second myth is that Hispanic families have many children. The Hispanic culture greatly focuses on extended family, and oftentimes the extended family all lives together, which sometimes gives the appearance that they have many children when it's more their emphasis on family. The third myth is that Hispanics in the United States are illegal immigrants. In fact, many of them are here legally, and a lot of the Hispanic students in the education system are natural-born U.S. citizens. The fourth myth is that Hispanics make all their money and then send it all home. The Hispanic culture generally looks for value when it comes to spending money, and they oftentimes will save up their money prior to making a purchase, so they do contribute to the economy. The fifth myth is that Hispanics are uneducated and poor. The Hispanic culture still values apprenticeships and using mentors for training, so just because it's not a formal education does not mean that they're not trained. In fact, many Hispanics, when they come to the United States, accept jobs below their level of training. The sixth myth is that Hispanics have the same priorities as Anglo-Americans. Many times Americans put the focus on individuality when the Hispanic culture does the opposite. They greatly value family and community prior to individuality. So what is the significance of this information? It's estimated that in the year 2025, up to 25% of the overall student population in the U.S. will be Hispanic students. And our current education system is failing these students. They have a higher dropout rate, fewer actually go on to college, and very few are involved in early childhood education. So what does this mean we need to do? First and foremost, we show that there's a lack of qualified teachers. Teachers oftentimes struggle to educate these students because they're trying to teach them content as well as a second language. And many of the teachers noted that when they graduated from college, they weren't prepared to take on this type of a task. Also, teaching practices. Right now, a majority of instruction in the United States is direct instruction, and that does not work for these students. They need to interact, have their culture interwoven into the curriculum, and be able to share what they're learning and to utilize technology to help make this apply to the real world. So what does this mean for educators? First and foremost, get to know the students. Learn their name, learn how to pronounce it, and get to know who they are. Don't just assume things based on their culture or their background, but know them individually. Secondly, form communication with parents. Find a way to get parents into the school and involved in the community. Oftentimes they want to be, they just don't understand how to be, or whatever we give them doesn't fit their schedule. Find what works for them and get them into the schools. Third, create an environment that's accepting of them. Let them know that you value their culture, you're excited about their culture, and you want to learn more. Celebrate the differences that they bring to the classroom. Fourth, be positive and encourage them. By always remaining positive, it'll help make them want to learn more and further their education. Fifth, show excitement about what you're teaching. If a teacher is on fire with excitement about the content that they share, students will naturally want to learn more. That excitement will become contagious, and these students will strive to learn more about the area. Sixth, help the students become involved after school. It's been proven that the students can become involved in extracurricular activities, after school care, or extra tutoring time, that will help bring them into the educational culture and value the education more. Seventh, share the value of education. Show the students what they can do with various levels of education. Sometimes they don't understand that if they go on and continue their education, what that could mean for them. Show them that. And last, serve as a role model. Show them what they can strive for if they become educated. Give them someone to look up to and encourage them to reach those means. All of these things incorporated together can help increase the chances of these students succeeding in our culture and in our education system.